Bit of a rebuilding week here, everybody, at the Jim 2's weekly recap factory. Last week was kind of a big one with that whole bike tour. You might notice that I'm addressing the camera on this one because I didn't get a ton of footage of all the stuff I was doing because it was all pretty boring and I was just like living life, I guess. It was Mother's Day weekend, so I went back to Pennsylvania. Before that, I did a little podcast with my friends Dan and Zach, and then the rest of the week was just preparation for the trip. I ended up renting a car to go back to Pennsylvania, picked something sensible out, but budget, had other ideas, and they gave me a full-size Ford Bronco, which is great to drive through the city. By the time I got to New Jersey, I did check the wheel wells for children because, man, that thing sits up high. You know, it was a terrible ride, and given gas prices, I tried to put it in neutral and coast as often as I could. We saw my mom. My mom saw the dog, which she loves, and the dog saw grass and a baseball field. My wife and I hit up some flea markets. We got some cool stuff. We got some stuff we needed. We got new ramekins, and I'm not going to show you those because I have to set boundaries. I'm not going to let you that far inside my life, okay? We made it back safe and it was fine. Everyone inside the car was good. There were no children or animals in the wheel wells when I dropped it off back at JFK. But definitely going to stick to sensible sedans from now on. And if you're watching this, I do appreciate it. I like making these vlogs. They serve no real purpose. They're not great at feeding the algorithm. The people that tell me they like them are like friends and family who already like me. And that's good. I'm cool with that. You know, I like short form video to some degree, but it's a bit much. It's just kind of chopping my elder millennial brain into little tiny pieces. And it was already a quartered melon. And I know I'm a comedian and I'm a creator in this ecosystem, so I should be supporting it and contributing to it so that I could sell you more things. But I don't really have much to sell you. I mean, I have a merch site and occasionally I have live tickets, but outside of that, I'm not. Instead of hustling for crowd work clips or like chopping my stand-up up so that the punchline is first, you know, to hook you or whatever for engagement, which is the thing I've seen done and I don't condone it. If you feel you need to do it, then I guess good luck. But I've chosen the not so profitable path of creating things that I would want to consume. So that's how we ended up here. I like to go on about my unremarkable week and get little clips, little pieces of footage of where I'm at and how I got there. And then I sit down on Monday, I start to put that together. I improvise a little voiceover, you know, and then I edit that down. And then I edit the footage down further and I keep the cuts kind of quick to placate the algorithmic gods. I'm not a complete fool. And then my friends and family and people who have been following me for a long time, and then a few extra folks blessed by the algorithm, get to see what I've been up to for the week, regardless of what it was. You know, if it's not comedy, then so be it. If it is, then great. And then there's the supplemental bonus for me, which is I get to just, you know, kind of remember what I did that week and reflect. It's kind of like journaling, and it's probably good for my brain. So everybody wins in that situation. Everybody wins except for, you know, the platform that really wants engagement from strangers and maybe, I guess, anybody who wants to learn how to do something or see a fight. They're not getting anything out of this. I'm not prompting engagement. I'm not, no one's learning much from it. It's just doing what social media used to be good at, which is keeping people connected and updating things. Eventually, I'll figure out how to sell you more stuff. I just don't know what I could put on a Patreon that 3 of you and my aunt would pay $5 for. For now, you can just be a little bit bored with me and see some place that you might not live. That's what I like to watch on YouTube and other platforms. I watched other videos of people doing really boring things. I love a good meandering vlog. So here you go. What am I supposed to do? I'm 44. How many platforms are there? What's next? Anyway, thanks for watching.